But now, and I'll be honest, Ben and I sat down looking, what do we do in the run-up to Christian? I said, we do the Hardy annuals. We do the interviews about the things that we know are going to happen over Christmas. Despite all the advice, there are certain stories that are going to pop up, and we'll come back in the new year, and despite all the good advice and warnings, for example, we're going to find that we will have had many people, many more than needed to, drown on beaches and in waterways this summer. And every year this happens, and every year it's crazy, and every year those deaths are preventable, I think, with a little bit of common sense and working within your limitations. So we're joined now by the CEO of Surf Lifesaving New Zealand, Chris Emmett. Chris, welcome to the platform. Lovely to have you with us.
Morning, Sean. Lovely to be here.
All right, but you guys are coming up to your busy time, right? And am I right or am I right? People are going to lose their lives these holidays because they didn't follow some basic rules, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the truth, Sean. And Surf Lifesaving has 92 patrolled locations around the country, and that's where we encourage people to swim.
You can't save them all either, and you can't save people from their stupidity, Chris. Those 92 locations, how many people do you have in total keeping an eye on people in the water then over this period, which is your busiest time of the year?
So leading up to Christmas, we have volunteer lifeguards on the weekends, and we have about 4,400 volunteer lifeguards in the weekends. And then during midweek, when it gets busy, and people are doing their own things, we put paid lifeguards on, and we have about 450 paid lifeguards across those 92 locations. And that goes right through to Easter next year.
Yeah. Where do you get your funding from? It's a big job. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, we have lots of really good sponsors and lots of good partners. We also part funded by government now. That kicked in 4 years ago, and that's been a great boost to being able to do what we need to do.
Yeah. Chris, what are the most common ways that people get into trouble in the water? What are the Gumby mistakes that people keep on making?
Oh, look, the most common one is actually not realising their own abilities, right?
Or lack of them.
Or lack of them, yeah. And, and RIPS is the other one. So on the coastal zones, we do have RIPS. Only 51% of New Zealanders know how to recognise a RIP properly. And that's some good research we did over the last couple of years. So that kind of tells you the story there.
Yeah, Sean. Okay. Which is why the monitored areas, you're picking those spots because there aren't RIPS, because they're the safest place on a beach to swim, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a great website now called safeswim.org.nz, which gives you all the information you need to find a lifeguarded beach, and tells you a little bit about the conditions as well. Yeah. So hopefully that'll help people make good decisions.
Right. But we're not always in a position to swim the flags, and I think everyone would agree finding some spot and going, when you're on holiday, finding some remote bay and going in for a swim is a pretty special thing available to New Zealanders. If you're outside a patrolled area, if you're on your own, what are the basic rules?
Well, our top key messages are you've got to know how to float. So know how to float, know how to swim, and if you don't go in the water. Right? It's really that simple. And then, as I said, find the safest place to swim. And if it looks dodgy or if it looks rough, and sometimes that roughness can only be small waves or small rips. Yeah. We're saying if in doubt, stay out. That's really, really simple.
If in doubt, stay out. I like that. Look, back to your patrolled areas, back to your surf lifesavers, and I used to Tite Bay Surf Lifesaving Club. I spent, I think, a couple of summers there. It strikes me most of your staff are young people. If people are interested in taking up a job or volunteering like this, what do they do? And what skills do you need to become a lifeguard or do a patrol at a beach?
Yeah, absolutely. Tite Bay is great little pub. So we are always looking for more volunteers. Sean, and you're right, a lot of young people come through, but we do have a lot of older people coming back, following their children through Surf Lifesaving as well. So I'd say Surf Lifesaving offers a really good opportunity for people to build and gain skills and gain confidence.
It's social too. It's a very social and collaborative thing to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the main part of our surf club. So, being able to swim is one of the key skills you do need to have to become a lifeguard. But we do have what we call patrol support roles now, who are non-swimmers, and they can add value as well. So we're a really good little community organisation, or quite a large community organisation actually, and getting more people involved is something we'd love to happen.
All right. Well, if someone's interested, what's their first better called? You got a website or something, Chris, they can go to?
We have, yeah. Check out our Surf Lifesaving New Zealand website. But every one of our clubs around the country also has a website. So check out where your local club is, and you can go to safeswim.org.nz to find that. And go down and introduce yourself and get involved.